strike with that and you hit against the upper arm or the shoulder, the elbow, the forearm, you're going to compress the flesh and then you're going to break that bone. I'll show you the first of 10 strikes I want you to practice. And this is, I like to start with the most basic, the fastest, get it into use quickly. And that's this lifting motion, turning the wrist, pulling up the lower part of the arm, swinging that upper part of the arm, that big long lever, bringing that up between his legs or maybe under his chin. You can go higher. Once you get it into this motion, you want to immediately stop him in his tracks. He's coming to try to hurt you. That's your first strike. From here, you can put it in your other hand and you can thrust. So from here, snatch it up and then step in and thrust. With two hands on it, you're going to be able to push it through his body for self-defense. So 1, 2. The third one from here I like to have you practice is bring it to your shoulder in your front hand and chop down along the outside of his head. This is how you fight with your walking cane for self-defense. Snatch it up, thrust through his midsection, and chop. All very direct, immediate, explosive techniques. I want you to close with and destroy as fast as you can when it comes to self-defense. I don't want to get into a prolonged battle with a bigger opponent or multiple opponents, multiple attackers, maybe someone who's got a bladed weapon. If he's coming at you, snatch this up fast, make him stop, thrust through the middle, and if he's still coming, bring it up and chop 2 or 3 times. That's 3 basic easy strikes you can practice. Put it in your other hand, practice on the other side. From here, 1, 2, bring it through and chop. Now from here, I want you to turn the cane around so that it's in this position, so that the crook is facing behind you. You're gonna slide your hand down the front and bring it up like a sword. From here, there's the threat. I just put it between me and the threat, and then I'm gonna thrust. So number 4, the 4th strike is going to be coming from you to him through your midline. Think about striking nose, teeth, throat, wherever you can, solar plexus, into this soft tissue, especially between the belly button and the private parts. There's that thin fascia. You're gonna stick it there, make him stop. In this position, bring your hand to your shoulder. This is your right hand. You're gonna bring it to your right shoulder and you're gonna push forward. This slashing strike, coming off that shoulder, turning your shoulders and hips, extending the arm, and then taking, you can see my front foot steps in a little bit as you come through with that strike. When you take that little step, you're gonna bring it through with a lot of speed and power. You're gonna be able to stop him in his tracks. So from here, number 4, slide down the front, step behind your weapon, thrusting to the face, from your shoulder, coming across. Think about striking on his temple for number 5. Number 6, bring it from that other shoulder and strike on the other side. From here, we're gonna make 7 2 strikes, bring it across and bring it back. These horizontal strikes, 1, 2. Just practice striking into his body. Maybe you're coming down to the knee, into the upper arm. Maybe he's reaching out with something. You're gonna smash into his hand, break that hand. Anything you hit with this, with that kind of force, you're likely to break that bone. So from here, your hand slides down, put it between you and him, get behind it, thrust, shoulder, shoulder, one side, coming back, and then straight down on top, smashing the head. So from here, the 4th strike was step behind it, 5th strike, shoulder, 6th, 7, 8, down over top. Now 9, I want you to take 2 hands and blast them into his teeth for self-defense. When you learn how to fight with your walking cane for self-defense, you want to keep it super simple. There are a lot of fancy moves that you can do with it. You can do all this spinning that we did for the warm-up and try to keep him back. I've heard many people say no one's going to want to walk into that, and I'm not arguing for it or against it in this video. I'm just saying that in addition to that, think about what's practical, what works, what's simple, what's immediate, direct, and explosive. Immediate means right away. Direct means the shortest distance between 2 points is that straight line. And explosive, I mean going all in. You want explosive power, you need extension, you need rotation of the shoulders and hips. When you take a little step, you have that acceleration of that strike. That's immediate, direct, and explosive. So from here, sliding in, thrust, shoulder 1, shoulder 2, and at the end, pushing 2. See that weapon, you're all in, right? And you're trying to knock him out, hit him in the head, turn off his operating system if you can, so you don't have to worry about that knife. Or if you have to smash through his wrist, and from the wrist to the head for self-defense, trying to, because you don't know what other weapon he has, or maybe there are multiple attackers, but not waiting to become the victim. You're not in a movie. This is not a TV show. You're not Jason Bourne, and you were pushed and pushed and pushed, and then finally you had to defend yourself. This is some thug comes up and he probably hit you from behind. You didn't even know it. There's your cue. Now that your ears are ringing and you're seeing stars and you're half knocked to the ground, or maybe you're getting up off the ground, there's your cue. There's nothing else to wait for. Immediate direct explosive, and if you can, first mover advantage. You get into a better position. From here, there are 3 ways to do that. Number 1, in this position, hand down the front of the cane, and you're standing like this. Always behind it, cane between you and him. You have that thrust, you have those angular strikes we talked about, your horizontal strikes, your vertical strikes. You put 2 hands on it, you're pushing strike. Right from here, you can beat the sides of his head for self-defense. You can take this crook and stick that in the flesh of his face and rip sideways to remove the skin, the nose, the teeth out of his mouth, the eye out of his head for self-defense. Ripping. He's got a knife, he's trying to take your life. Maybe you take away his vision, right? Take away his ability to breathe, temporarily or permanently. But you pull this in here, taking the back of it and smashing with 2 hands. There are 3 ways to get in a better position for self-defense. Always stand behind it, slide your hand down and pick it up, or you can pick it up and let it slide in. Number 2, crook facing out, pop it up in this position. And number 3, going back either way, either in this position or this position, just turning, pointing your thumb at the threat. Pointing your thumb at the threat, pops it into the front hand. Now this is the solution, anchored to your hip. If he grabs your cane and tries to pull it away from you and whap you with it, you put your hand on your hip, and if your hands are away from your hip and he's pulling on it, you're gonna be doing one of these with your arms, a tug of war. There's a good chance if he's stronger, he might rip it away. But if you anchor it to your body, then he's gonna be pulling against your body weight. And I don't know how much your body weighs, but it's usually stronger than most people's grip, right? So if you're holding it here, it's gonna be harder for him to pull it out of your hands. Now, you make a circle with the front hand. Back hand is an anchor. Back hand doesn't move. It's touching your body somewhere. Front hand just churns, making this turning motion. This is not a very hard motion to make because it's a small circle. And it comes around and then down. Turn. If he's on the other end of it, his hands are gonna twist like this. You're gonna compromise his grip. It's gonna push up his wrist like that. And then as it goes down, it's gonna break his grip. Meaning either it's gonna break his wrist if you go down hard and fast, or it's just gonna loosen it up so that when you come down, his hands are gonna fall off, and then you're gonna stick him through the middle, right? So he grabs your cane, let him have it. Twist it, push down, step in, and thrust. And once you thrust, and you back him up a little bit, add an extra motion here, a ripping motion here, that rifle butt attack, thrusting through the middle. And the other reason I like these direct thrusting motions is because most people, if they have some mobility issues in their shoulders, if they're sitting in a wheelchair, they're not able to do a lot of the slashing motions. That's okay. Do what you can do, pushing from here, pushing from here. Anything in the center line for most people is going to be a lot stronger, a lot easier to do than coming off of the shoulders if you don't have the shoulder mobility, or if your shoulders just aren't as strong anymore. And wherever your strengths and your weaknesses lie, that's your truth. And you have to honor your truth, live with our truth, and then keep moving, right? You don't have a choice. You can sit down and wait. I got really ill over the weekend, or I think it was like early Monday morning. I lie in bed had some stomach bug thing. It just wrecked me, right, for a day. And then yesterday was a little bit better. Now today, I feel like 50%, and I'm pouring sweat right now. As I just don't feel 100%. But I asked myself this question. 2 things I always think of. One, there are a lot of people who have got it worse than I do, so quit your whining, right? And number 2, you're gonna feel this way anyway. You're gonna feel like if you're tired, you're gonna be tired whether you watch television or you get up and you work out. So you might as well get up and work out. You might have a headache. You're gonna have a headache And it can even be because I get some of those really massive, wicked headaches. You're gonna have a headache if you lie down and let it just ring in your ears and your eyes hurt behind your eyes. Or if you get up and drink a little bit of water and move your body around and try to loosen up. I find every time I exercise, maybe it's just moderate, it tends to go away, right? Or at least it's not as bad while I'm working out. So you're gonna feel that way. My hip hurts, your hip's gonna hurt whether you're sitting on the couch watching TV or if you get up and you start moving your body and you try to start to heal yourself. And I'm a firm believer in movement. Movement changes emotion, and movement will heal your body. But you gotta be able to move a little bit, and you gotta work through the pain, not the injury. You might have an injury and the doctor says take care of it or whatever. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about using common sense, but also not waiting for things to go away. The 2 cane principle, a lot of people say, well, if I need a cane for mobility and I pick up my cane and fall on the ground, then how am I gonna defend myself? Then I suggest using 2 canes. 1 cane to lean on, 1 cane to hit him with. You can bring this one up next to his head, down over the top, thrust through the middle, striking 1, striking 2. All of the strikes work, except for the 2-handed strikes, obviously. You can turn your crook around, pop it up, punch him with that big knuckle, reach in, rip something off of his body for self-defense, right? Or maybe just dig into the muscle. You can chop him like an axe, a firefighter's axe, right? Chopping down a tree. You can do all of that while you're leaning on the other cane. If you have to, make a modification, but don't wait for things to be perfect and don't find all the reasons you can't do something. I know, we all know, a lot of people who find a million reasons why they cannot. I can't do that because I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, I'm not young enough, I'm not old enough, I'm not flexible enough, I'm not strong enough. Find one reason why you can. You like it, you're interested in it, you're passionate about it, it's good for you. You wanna make a new friend, you wanna learn a new thing, you wanna challenge yourself. My number one reason to do things lately, well, probably for my whole life, but especially lately, is when I think about the fact, 1, I don't wanna do it. 2, it hurts. Like my left hip hurts sometimes so much that I realize I don't put my sock on my left foot. I just sit there for like a minute waiting to put it on because lifting it into the position to put my sock on. So once I realized I was doing that, I sit down, I lift that foot and I put that sock on first. And so when you realize that you're not doing something because it hurts, it's difficult, you're not sure of yourself, and all the reasons why you can't, right? That's my number one reason. That's my cue to go. Do it now. And I have that plastered everywhere. Do it now, do it now, do it now. Number 1, do it now, get it done. And then on the other side of that, you have no regrets. You don't sit around thinking about what you could have done, what you should have done, because time passes either way. You're gonna be a year older, a year from now, you might as well start now learning how to defend yourself with your walking cane. So just real quick for review, in case you joined us late, starting from this position, snatch it up between his legs, stick it through his chest, smash him on top of his head, slide your hand down, put it in your, like a sword, thrust through, striking the angles, horizontal, down the middle, 2 hands, pushing through, ripping through the skin, using that rifle butt. And I know we're more than 10 now, boxing the sides of his ears, slide your hand, pop it up this way with the crook facing out, punch him in the nose, reach up, rip something off of his body for self-defense, chop him like an axe.